All right, well, today we're going to be working on another project in the yard. We had planned to kind of get this going in the last video, but then Chantel wanted to buy a new barbecue.
Yeah.
So we did that instead. But today we're going to work on this. So we have this whole garden area that's down the side of our yard. Don't mind the garbage can.
We're getting started, that's why.
But, you know, there's 20 rose bushes here from that one there all the way down. And we know that they're really nice, and I feel really bad taking them out, but it's too much, especially with kids during the summer. They're always throwing pool toys in the roses, and then someone gets hurt. So we're probably going to clean some of these out, and we're probably going to end up fixing up the sprinklers a little bit. Pretty much everything in this yard was set up like with just riser sprinklers. You can kind of see one there, but then the problem is these rose bushes or plants or whatever you have, they end up getting just sprayed with this really hard water that we have. And so A, I think it's wasting water, and B, it just gets everywhere and it just ruins the way the plant looks. So we're gonna fix the sprinklers. We're gonna get all the weeds out.
We've neglected our yard a little bit.
We did, yeah, it's really bad. We were working on the house, so the yard kind of fell by the wayside. And then we're gonna put in a little bit of pavers over there at the far end. We'll show you later. Just to kind of clean up the grass there, but that's the focus today, is to clean this up, make the yard look a little bit nicer, and you know, just have things cleaned up for summer. Summer's coming.
Yeah, the kids can't wait.
We want it to look nice, so that's the project today. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
So we're having this debate here because I'm trying to save as many of these rose bushes as I can, and Chantel just wants to throw them away.
Not a green thumb person.
She's
you know how expensive plants are. That does make me a little bad. And they have probably been here for a long time.
There's some that are huge.
Planting some and giving some to family.
Yeah, we're trying to save as many as we can, but we got some like this little guy here.
We got like 25 bushes here, and it's just too many. And we got kids and pool toys. And... Sorry, guy, you'll be all right.
So we're gonna keep chipping away here. We got most of these out that we're gonna take out.
That's only how loud we'll get out.
Yeah. So we're probably, I don't know, what do you think? A little more than halfway?
Hopefully, God willing.
Probably more than halfway. Probably a little more than halfway. We got most of this area cleaned out. A little bit of this area cleaned out. A little bit of this area cleaned out. Pretty much just have to go through and clean out all this fine stuff. And then we're gonna be swapping this tree with that bigger one. We're gonna move that one somewhere else. And then we're gonna take this other red Japanese maple that's down there. We're gonna plant it right here. And then we're gonna pull the other little one out that's there. We wanna have two here. We bought two last year, but they're just too small. They're growing really slow. So we found some other bigger ones that will hopefully fill in this neighboring fence a little sooner than the ones we bought. And we'll put those ones somewhere else. So that's the plan. Almost done cleaning this up. And then we're gonna start working on the drip. And Yeah, it's hot. It's getting hot out here. In this part of the project, we're installing these adapters that thread into our male adapter where the sprinkler head used to be. From there, the 90 has a slip compression connection, which allows us to basically adapt from a threaded male adapter to the strip tubing. Okay, so we got one set in, we got 2 more to go. So pretty much the way we're setting these up is we're just gonna pop up off where the riser was here, put a little valve in line in case we want to shut them off, and then put in little bubbler heads all the way around. So that was the longest one. We'll go do the other 2 now. All right, well, it's the next day. We got quite a bit done last night. Obviously, we didn't get everything done. We got our one tree. I don't know if you can see it over there. One tree moved. We left one. We put a new one in here, put a new one in there, and we removed 7 rose bushes.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 rose bushes. We got those
still
all.
Looks like we didn't remove any, as you can tell.
Yeah, there's still quite a few rose bushes left.
No, but it did thin it out and make this area look a little more open, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think so. And then last night, before the end of the night, we kind of knocked out the rest of the drip. So we got our 3, basically 3 valves we put in off of 3 old sprinkler heads. Put those in, and we got the rest of the tan bark. We're probably gonna have to maybe get another truckload. We have a little more than half a truckload left. So we're gonna try and get as far as we can with that. Probably start working on the paver section over there. And then
try to knock this out today, I think, right?
Try to knock it out, go get another truckload of tan bark if we need to by the end of the day. So that's the goal. Let's see what we can get done. Hopefully all of it this time.
Hopefully.
Okay, so we started kind of trenching in where we're gonna put these pavers. So we're not real professionals or anything, obviously, like anything we've done. So we pretty much just carved in our line that goes around, and then we're gonna have to go probably 2 inches deeper, we think, right?
I think about that, yeah.
Or 1.5 inches deeper, so we can put a little bit of like base down, and then we'll follow it up with some sand. So we picked up like a little 2-part product that's just, you know, crushed rock and then some sand. So we'll keep digging this out, and then hopefully everything goes smooth from there. this is how it would normally go. So there's that gap.
Normally, like that's how it's supposed to be done, you mean?
Yeah. But these aren't necessarily meant to be edging stones either. Well, we can put them in and then just see how they look, you know? So it's been about 5 months since we first recorded this video, and we haven't actually finished up this project yet, thankfully, because we wanted to give a little bit of a follow-up. But we have a few takeaways. Number one, the weed blocker, not having it and just using the bark is not so great. It's been okay because we've been staying on top of like pulling weeds, but we definitely are getting a little bit of growth in the planter boxes. Secondly, we had an issue with the bark that we bought when we first laid down the first layer. We bought it from one landscaping place that we'd been to in the past. They happened to be closed when we went back to do the second batch. So we went to a local place here that's down the street from us. Unfortunately, they only had a larger bark, which we thought, it won't be a big deal. Well, it's pretty visible. So what we ended up doing was, in the last clips you may have seen, we sprinkled that, it's a loud wind chime. Sprinkle some bigger chunks around the whole area, but we had planned to actually go back and get some more of that smaller bark because we were kind of thin in some areas. The big thing, and don't tell Chantal this, okay? She's not here today, but don't tell her I said this. We probably still have too many roses. First things first, we noticed some of the rose bushes are actually growing back even though we pulled the roots and everything out. We got some small bushes, so we got to pull those guys out. The final thing is the Japanese maples we put in. One of them has some type of like fungus. The branches are kind of dying off. Unfortunately, that was the biggest one that we were able to get. And so, you know, we tried to kind of prune it back and treat it. Maybe you guys know what's going on with it. You could leave a comment down below. But I think for now, the best thing to do is we're probably going to just pull that guy out and put in either the one that we transplanted here on the patio or potentially a red one that we picked up. I'm not sure what we're going to do there yet, but we got to get that guy out so we could take it back to the nursery that we bought it from. They said bring it back, no questions asked, they'll take it. So we're going to pull that out today. So that being said, let's go ahead and get one last little cleanup done before we wrap this video up. All right, well, I think this is where we're gonna wrap the video up. We got a lot of things cleaned up back here. We got the rose bushes that were kind of riding up the fence, kind of knocked down. I'm not sure if we're really trimming these the best way they're supposed to be, so let us know if you see something that we could be doing a little better. We also had a big section underneath the last rose bush we did that it had obviously a bunch of those trees I talked about growing, so I pulled all those out, but unfortunately that kind of ripped out a lot of our ground cover too, so probably gonna have to go pick up some more plants for that section as well. You know, if you guys enjoy seeing this kind of content, let us know down in the comment section below, because we kind of just threw this one in the mix. Not really like a DIY project, but it's just something that, you know, I think every homeowner has to go through, is kind of like cleaning up sections of your yard and trying to make things better. But you know, let us know what you guys think about these types of videos in the future. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up on the way out. It really helps us out. And of course, if you guys want to see more of these videos or house videos of the projects we're doing inside, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.